Right now, while you're watching this, thousands of Americans are literally making money in their sleep from 6 very real businesses you've probably walked past 100 times. In the next 20 minutes, I'll show you exactly what those businesses are, how the math works, and which one you can start this year, even if you're not rich yet. Stay till the end, because business number 6 breaks the rule everybody believes about needing to own property to make serious money while you sleep. Let's be real. In the US right now, car payments are near record highs, rents keep climbing, and interest rates make borrowing feel heavier than it did a few years ago. Surveys show more and more Americans are picking up side hustles just to keep up. But most of those side hustles pay a few $100 a month and still require more hours, more stress, more burnout. That's fine short term. But long term? You've just built yourself a second job, not a second income stream. Today, I want to show you a different angle. Businesses where the system makes the money, not your body. These aren't magic. They need capital, effort, and brains. But once they're set up, they earn while you sleep, work your main job, or binge Netflix. We'll go from lower-cost options you can start in your 20s all the way up to serious asset-heavy businesses you might grow into later. And every single one is grounded in current US data, not fantasy screenshots. Here's the path we're walking. Print-on-demand brand. Digital products and online courses. ATM machines. Vending machine route. Self-storage facilities, Airbnb rental arbitrage. Some of these you can start with a laptop and a few $100. Some require 6 or 7 figures and serious planning. I'll flag capital needed, realistic income ranges, and time commitment for each one, and the traps that nuke beginners. Quick rule before we start. If any business sounds exciting, but you couldn't explain the math to a 12-year-old, you don't start it yet. Deal? Let's go. Business number 1, print-on-demand brand. Low capital, high automation.
Business number 1, print on demand. Instead of buying 500 shirts, filling your closet, and praying people buy them, you upload designs to a platform. When a customer orders a shirt, mug, or phone case with your design, the platform prints it, ships it, handles returns. You never touch the product. You might never even see the product. The global print-on-demand market has been growing fast, with recent estimates putting it in the multi-billion-dollar range and annual growth north of 20% as more creators launch micro-brands online. In the US, platforms like Amazon Merch, Printful, Printify, and Teespring are quietly powering thousands of tiny sleep businesses where new orders can come in at 3 a.m. from people you'll never meet.
Here's how the math often looks. Startup cost? Anywhere from $0 to about $500. Mostly design tools, maybe a small ad budget. Time. First 4 to 8 weeks are heavy. Creating designs, testing niches, setting up listings. After that, 3 to 5 hours a week tweaking designs and marketing. Income. Wildly variable. Many people earn nothing. Some earn a few $100 a month. A smaller slice earn 4 or 5 figures a month when they hit a niche that sticks. The sleep part comes from the fact that once the listing exists, the platform handles all the manual work for every new order. Think of the friend who always has a quirky slogan for every situation. Now imagine that friend finally puts "I survived another meeting that should have been an email" on a mug, and 500 corporate workers buy it while he's snoring on a Sunday morning. That's print on demand. Stay with me, because business number 2 looks similar on the surface, but the upside and risk profile are completely different. Business number 2, digital products and online courses. This is where you take something you know, budgeting, Excel, marketing, coding, real estate analysis, even negotiation, and package it into something you sell over and over. A course, a template pack, an ebook, a toolkit. Historically, broad stock market returns in the US have averaged around 10% a year before inflation. Digital products can blow past that on a per-dollar invested basis if you build something people truly want. Because once you've created the product, your marginal cost for each new sale is close to zero. Typical numbers for a small US creator: startup cost, $0 to $5,000, depending on whether you pay for production, editing, or marketing help. Build time, several weeks to a few months of focused work. Ongoing time, 2 to 5 hours a week once the funnel is set up, updating content, answering key questions, tweaking ads. Revenue, anywhere from 0 to 5 figures a month. Some creators selling specialized skills can earn more, but it's rare and takes years of brand building. The sleep part? Once a course is live, someone in another state or another country can buy it at 2 a.m., watch the videos, and you wake up to new sales. Here's the spike. Imagine you built a course that would have saved you 5 years of mistakes. Now imagine your future self watching you hesitate.
Is your fear of being cringe on camera really worth throwing away a product that could pay you every night for the next decade? Business 3 shifts gears from digital to physical, but with the same core idea: systems, not hours. Business number 3, owning ATM machines. Even in the age of Apple Pay, cash isn't dead. People still need physical bills for tips, small businesses, and cash-only spots. And in the US, ATM surcharge fees have quietly climbed to record highs, around $3.22 per withdrawal by the ATM owner, with total out-of-network fees averaging about $486 when you include the bank's cut. If you own the machine, that owner surcharge is your revenue. Here's the usual math for a US ATM operator. Machine cost, around $2,500 to $3,500 for a basic unit. Transactions, older benchmarks put many machines around 300 paid withdrawals a month. Recent operator data suggests typical surcharge machines now see closer to $120 to $150 per month, while surcharge-free machines can still exceed $300. If your surcharge is $250 to $3 and you get 200 paid withdrawals, that's roughly $500 to $600 in gross fees per month per machine per machine. Time, 30 to 60 minutes a week to refill cash and check logs. Location is everything. A busy convenience store or bar can drastically outperform a quiet lobby. Think of the ATM in that shady corner deli counter. You hate paying the fee, and then realize the owner is basically charging rent on your forgetfulness to hit the bank first. After this video, I guarantee you'll never look at out-of-network ATM fees the same way. But Business 4 takes the same logic and adds snacks.
Business number 4, vending machines. You've seen these everywhere: offices, schools, hospitals, airports. The U.S. vending machine market is worth well over $10 billion and is projected to keep growing as smart, cashless machines roll out and convenience demand stays high. Here's how a small vending route looks in practice. Machine cost? Roughly $1,500 to $6,000 per machine, depending on size and tech. Revenue? Many basic machines generate $300 to $600 per month per location. Higher traffic or specialty machines can earn more. Time? 1 to 2 hours a week per machine to restock, collect cash, and handle minor issues. The sleep part? Every snack or drink sold at 2 a.m. to a nurse, a security guard, or a student pulling an all-nighter is money earned while you're nowhere near the building. There are documented cases of small operators scaling to hundreds of thousands per year in gross vending revenue while working just a few hours a week because the machines are sitting in dozens of locations quietly doing their thing. Is that every operator? Absolutely not. Many routes are tiny, but the unit economics can be powerful when you understand foot traffic and product mix. Up to now, we've talked about businesses you can start with thousands, not millions. Business 5 is different. It's boring. And that's exactly why it prints money while you sleep.
Number 5, self-storage. No business neon sign, no fancy decor, just rows of metal doors and keypads, and some of the most quietly profitable real estate businesses in the country. In the US, self-storage industry revenue has been estimated in the tens of billions of dollars, with recent analyses putting it in the $44 to $58 billion range across more than 50,000 facilities. Average monthly rents hover around $80 to $115 per unit, depending on location and size. And here's the sleep angle. The average tenant now stays roughly 14 to 18 months, with some newer data showing stays closer to 18.5 to 19 months as people keep units longer. That's recurring revenue, often on auto pay, from customers who sign up once and forget about it. Now, the catch? Startup costs are high. Building or buying a small facility can run from $1.5 million upward in U.S. markets. Operating margins, once stabilized, can be very attractive because tenants bring their own inventory, overhead is modest, and automation handles most of the work: online reservations, gate codes, automatic billing, late fee logic. For the owner with proper software, a small facility might require only a few hours a week of direct involvement, yet generate steady cash flow month after month, largely independent of whether the owner is awake. From the tenant side, this is almost tragic. People often spend more renting space than the stored items are worth within a year or two. From the owner's side, it's brutally simple. Automated systems, long average stays, and recurring payments create a business that keeps paying whether you're at the property or halfway across the country. Don't click away, because business number 6 is the one almost everyone misunderstands, and you can start it without owning a single house. Business number 6, Airbnb rental arbitrage.
This one flips a common belief on its head. You need to own property to make real money in real estate. Not necessarily. Here's the play. You legally rent a property, apartment or house, with the landlord's written permission to operate it as a short-term rental. This is crucial. No sneaky subleasing. You furnish it nicely, often for $5,000 to $15,000 depending on size and style. You list it on platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo. Your profit is the difference between your monthly rent plus expenses and what guests pay per night across the month. Operators who do this well in high-demand U.S. markets report typical profit ranges of roughly $1,000 to $13,000 per unit per month after expenses, with some managing multiple units without owning a single building. The sleep part? Booking systems, automated guest messaging, cleaning crews on rotation, and dynamic pricing software can all run without you being there. So you might be at your day job or sleeping while reservations roll in and systems respond to guests.
Now, the advanced level stuff. This model is heavily regulated in many cities. You must know local laws, HOA rules, and building policies. Some areas cap the number of short-term rentals, require permits, or ban them in certain zones. If you skip that homework, you're not building a sleep business. You're building a legal headache. Done right, though, this is pure systems thinking. Automated booking calendars, auto replies for check-in instructions, standardized cleaning checklists, software adjusting nightly rates based on demand so you don't have to stare at a calendar all day. Think of it as hosting guests while you're not there. It's like being the world's laziest hotel manager, except you still have to make sure nobody turns your couch into a trampoline. Okay, 6 businesses on the table. Now let's tie this back to you.
Let's zoom out. This video isn't telling you, quit your job tomorrow and buy a laundromat. It's showing you that in the US right now, there are multiple ways to separate time from income if you're willing to think in systems instead of shifts. Quick matrix. Low capital, high creativity. Print on demand, digital products. Moderate capital, physical systems. ATMs, vending machines. High capital, heavy infrastructure. Self-storage, laundromats. Operationally complex but scalable. Airbnb rental arbitrage. Intermediate to advanced level means this. You're not just asking, can this make money? You're asking, what's my realistic APR after costs? How many hours per week will this take me? What happens in a downturn? How automated can the system be, honestly? Most people never ask those questions. They chase whatever looks sexy in their feed. You're here watching a 20-minute breakdown on businesses that make money while you sleep. That already puts you in a different category.
Quick challenge. After this video, don't say that was interesting and move on. Pick one of these 6 businesses that fits your current reality, not your fantasy reality, your actual bank account, skills, and time. Ask yourself, if I started it small this year, what would my goal be by next year? What skills do I already have for it? What number would make it feel real? Maybe $300 a month in sleep income to start? Drop a comment. Are you team machines, ATMs and vending? Team digital? Courses and print on demand? Team property, storage, and Airbnb? Or are you still team I'm just thinking? Be honest. I read these and they help me decide which business to deep dive next. If you want more intermediate to advanced breakdowns like this, where we run the math behind everyday money decisions for 18 to 40-year-olds in the US, not just skip your latte advice, hit subscribe so YouTube actually shows you our next video. And remember, making money while you sleep doesn't mean you never work. It just means that while you're drooling on your pillow at 3 a.m., an ATM, a vending machine, a storage unit, a course, or an Airbnb guest is quietly paying you for work you already did earlier. I'm Robert. Drive safe, do the math, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.